metabolism, there's fermentation, that quality. So that's when it's vitiated, when it's disturbed, there's excess of it. You'll have more of that quality manifesting itself. Okay? So, kapha. Kapha are, remember we said, water and earth as the primary qualities. Everything grows in that, water and earth. So oily quality. So they'll tend to put on weight, right? Oily skin, oily hair, right? Also prone to congestive problems such as high cholesterol, cardiac issues, diabetes, okay? Increased body weight. But also well lubricated oily joints, no cracking and popping. Unlike Vata, dry quality, cracking and popping, the joints. Cool quality, okay? So, cool, clammy skin. Pittas were hot, we said. Vatas are going to be cold. Kaphas are going to have cool, clammy skin, okay? But also, they don't get pissed off. They're nice and cool. Cool as a cucumber, right? They're nice people to hang out with, usually mellow, okay? But that also, the cool quality also gives them a cool or not a strong digestion too. So they might have some digestive issues. Thus, they tend to be usually 20 to 30 pounds, or 10 to 20 pounds overweight usually. The digestion is slower, which actually falls here, but also this is part of that too. Heavy quality, increased body weight again, okay? But also heaviness, dullness even in the mind can be the heavy quality too, okay? Big bone structure, all right? So whether you are like Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? Muscular, or you're like John Goodman, roly-poly soft, right? So it's that heavy quality again, manifesting, okay? So you can go both ways. Slow and dull. So slow, the digestion is slow, but also these people move slow. They saunter through. You watch them move. They speak slowly, right? They even process information slowly, maybe. Okay? Earthy quality. They're more grounded. Okay? They're the people who hold down a job for 35 years, 9 to 5ers. These guys, remember the clear, the subtle qualities, right? Because remember, they're always moving. They're the imaginative people, the creative people, the Vatas. You need creation to take place. Pittas are the bosses. You gotta make somebody make things happen. And you get Kaphas to work 9 to 5, right? So you can see with professions also, right? What profession, when you start looking at, even at your jobs or individuals that you know, what profession is going to suit them and what profession they're in, okay? As per their constitution, depending on the qualities that are manifesting the most, okay? So, but they're also, the earthy quality is good because they also are people who will have families, right? They're grounded. They'll have a family, kids, and you know, they won't get divorces as easily and break the marriage and take off, unlike these guys or these guys might. Okay? So, static qualities. They don't like to do anything. So, want to sit and eat, and that's about it. Which will cause them to get more overweight. They don't like to get moving. So it's not just the physical, but psychologically also, right? The static quality. Sticky quality, which is also, we said, as we said earlier with the oily, it's the lubricating, right? Quality of the joints and the organs are well lubricated. But the other thing is, they also love to hug, right? They're generally more compassionate, warm, in that sense, okay? But the negative part, on the flip side, is that they get stuck too. There's excess of stickiness, you get stuck, you can't get moving, too much inertia, physically or mentally, okay? Just like being stuck in the snow, stuck in the rain, so you just can't get going. Too much water element, and earth element too. Cloudy quality, okay? So that's being a little bit muddled in the head. It takes them a while to understand things. You know, some people just tell something and they just kind of look at you. You know the wheels are turning, it's going to take a few seconds for things to process. Sometimes that's happening too, okay, with these guys. Because Vatas will get it right away, Pittas will get it right away too, the Kaphas. But with that though, with the sticky quality especially, they might take some time to learn a new subject, but once they know it, they got it. You can ask them 50 years later, well, what did you do? And they'll tell you, oh yeah, I did this. They'll rattle it off to you. Okay? Because the sticky quality is needed for things to gel and stay in the brain. Okay? My dad's one of those guys. I'll ask him something. Yeah, when I was 4, I did this. Okay. So, does that make sense? Okay.
Manu,
Yes?
is it possible that someone could have a balance of 2 of those?
Yep.
As
I
well?
was just going to go there.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So, now remember, I created very specific distinctions here, just so you understand, okay? And yes, these are the specific attributes of Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. But you're not just this, or just this, okay? In 10 Vata people, okay, they're going to present differently, right? Because they might, even though they might have a predominance of Vata quality, and the Pitta and the Kapha are secondary qualities, okay? But even the Vata qualities, you have to think, which ones are manifesting the most? Does that make sense? Yeah? So I could have, well, the one person tends to have more dryness, dry skin, dry frizzy hair, more constipation, and all those things. The other person tends to be mobile. They can't sit still, constantly moving, okay? So they might present differently too. Even 10 Vata people who have a predominantly a Vata constitution. Okay, but yes, you can, and most of the time you're going to have a combination of these things. So you can have primary Vata, Pitta, Kapha secondary. You can have Pitta primary, Vata, Kapha secondary, or Kapha primary, Vata, Pitta secondary. Or you can have dual. You can go Vata, Pitta, Kapha is less, Pitta, Kapha, and Vata and Kapha. Okay. Rarely do you find somebody has all balanced, right? Which is like a yogi or somebody's enlightened.
Okay.
All right.
But 2 balancing isn't too odd, though.
I'm sorry. No, that's not too odd. That's actually quite common.
Thank you.
But even in that, 2 Pitta Kapha people that you might see, right? Yeah, they're going to have certain characteristics. They're like, okay, that kind of seems that way. But they might still have differences because what qualities of Pitta are manifesting in this person and what qualities are manifesting in the other person. Okay? So that's where the fun begins. When you start to discover and you see. Once you understand the concepts, then you sit there and you say, oh, okay. Somebody comes to see you, or your partner, right? You say, oh, okay. He's a Pitta primary, he's going to be pissed off about this thing. So I'm not going to butt heads with him. I'm just going to say, yeah, you're right. And then he'll calm down, and then you go ahead and do what you need to do. So you understand the constitution, not just your own, of the person's constitution. Okay? And it's not just understanding your constitution or the other person's constitution, but then you know how to take care of yourself, your health. Okay? And you get more aware and you say, okay, what is happening? Okay? These things are going on in my system. This is the way I'm doing. Mentally I'm feeling what's going on. Okay? And you get better at now managing those symptoms or problems. By whether it's food, diet, meditation, lifestyle, whatever else you need to do. Okay? So it's important to understand that yes, we're all a mix of these qualities. Okay? I just created distinctions just so you have at least a framework to work with. All right? So now, so what is a general presentation? We're going to go primary Vata constitution, right? As we said, there's generally an ectomorph, right? Because we said light, thin, right? Not much body weight, okay? So they're prone to dry skin, dry